What's up, everybody? Alright, it's Friday night on Wind Way. We're going to do a little information blog before I do my live stream. This one's going to be about vaping. They want to ban vaping now. And they're also talking about cigarettes too. It's been pretty aggressive in the news over the past week. So we'll break it all down and we'll talk about it. If you do find this video informational and you want to see more like this, please consider subscribing to the channel, dropping a comment, and smashing that like button. If not, keep her moving, eh? Alright. We're always on the thumbnail hunt. Gotta get around copyright music. I'll walk as fast as I can here. There's a lot of people out tonight. So yeah, they're doing the same thing that the government did to Juul, which was stupid. You know, I had quit smoking cigarettes for the 5 years that Juul was out. I never even smoked like one. It was very easy for me to transition to a Juul system. Now I hear they make the mango pods again, but it's just too hard to get it and it's not reliable enough. Christ, the speakers everywhere tonight. I wish they would just, for real, ban them. They are supposed to be banned. I just wish the police would come through here and be like, no speaker. It makes it not as enjoyable. Nobody's buying them even. They like blow out a whole area wherever they're at, so like nobody can sit in that area. It's just a nuisance. So, yeah, they're trying to do the same thing that we did to Juul, and probably successfully made a bunch of people smoke cigarettes again from taking away anything flavored. So they want to ban them because they say kids are doing them too much. And I can tell you right now that is not going to work. Even Singapore, a place that's banned, is right now trying to figure out regulation to allow vaping because so many people are vaping. And my one buddy said you couldn't vape there. Boy, I can tell you that's totally wrong. There's people vaping every inch of that place. Vaping is huge in Singapore, and there's probably a huge black market that's driving it. They were all using the same 3 vapes. So you know it's somebody's got a handle on the black market and is pushing all the vape products. Happy birthday. Live music. Picture time. So they're setting up for a new festival. So I think it's a terrible idea. I don't think it'll happen. You know, vaping is big business here. I'd rather have a kid smoking a vape than smoking a cigarette any day of the week. And that's how it should have been with Juul in America. It was stupid. I was so pissed off when they finally got rid of mango, because I don't like the nicotine flavors. Like, I don't even like cigarette that much. It's just out of habit. I myself am going to work extremely hard. Like, the problem with vaping here, though, like, I only like certain vapes. I do not like any of the machines where you fill the shit up and puff the big clouds. I like a disposable one, and I like Elf Bar. But, like, no one can keep them in stock or keep a supply steady of them. Because I imagine they're bringing them on plane. That would be my guess, is they bring them on plane. Because you don't really have to check anything here when you come into the country. You can just leave the airport. There's a machine there, but you can just walk right by it. I walk by it every time. So you could potentially bring back a lot of product here. And I think that's what's happening. But yeah, next time I find Elf Bars where it has all the flavors, I'm buying like 10 and I'm just not going to buy cigarettes. I'm going to refuse to smoke. I really need to quit smoking. And the reason why I smoke here is because it's so cheap. That's the other back end of this conversation. That's also what the government's talking about, is so many people smoke here because a pack of cigarettes is like 25 cents. I mean, it's less than $1 for a pack of cigarettes here, even for good ones. So I mean, how can you compete with that, you know? There's no way that people are not going to smoke when they're that cheap. So they want to make them more expensive. They want to make the cigarettes more expensive, which makes sense. I would too, to kind of reduce or imply a tax on them. I think there already is a tax, but it's super, super low. So they want to put a larger tax on the cigarettes. It's kind of got Wind Way blown out a little bit, actually. Not as many people here because of the setting up for something. I don't know what it is. It looks like a music concert where everything will be playing at levels so loud that it's pretty much uncomfortable to even listen to. It seems to be a thing. It seems like sound engineer is not a thing they teach here because everything's clipping, redlining, everything's up way too loud, maxing out the speakers. You know, I don't understand it. I guess it's part of the culture. It is part of the culture, but some things need to change, and that's one of them. I don't even know if you can walk to the other side. I think we'll just wrap around a loop. Looks like a pain in the ass to walk all over there. So yeah, they want to make cigarettes more expensive to counteract all the smoking, which that's fine. I'm for that. I think if cigarettes were as expensive, that's another reason why I quit in LA too, is they're like $10 a pack. And cigarettes are gross, man. You smell like shit, your hand smells like shit, your teeth smell like shit. Trust me, I don't want to be smoking. It's a terrible habit that I have. I know very well that it's absolutely terrible for me and could potentially kill me. So that's not something that I want to have happen. So I need to get a handle on my smoking as soon as possible. I can do really good when I have a trustable vape. Like, if I have a vape system that works and I have supply, like that's why Juul worked for me. You could just go into 7-Eleven and buy mango pods in LA. They were everywhere. It was pretty easy to get. You didn't have to like worry about trying to source it like you do in Saigon. It seems like, I swear, one guy brings in all the supply of like good vapes here and then distributes it to the different vape stores, and then it runs out and then they try to replace it with some other cheap product. Like, I think Elf Bar is the best disposable system I've had since Juul, and I've tried all the other ones. They all suck. You know, Elf Bar's 5,000 puffs, costs $12, and it lasts for like 2 weeks almost. You know, you can't beat it. It's pretty good. And I like the flavors. It's just a shame I can't find anybody that can keep them in stock. Lesson learned, next time they're in stock, I'm gonna do probably what other people do and buy like 10 of them. And then I'm gonna refuse to buy cigarettes. I need to put myself on blast for that, you know? It's a bad habit. I'm still at an age where it's still gonna affect my long-term health. Like when I'm older, my heart and everything will probably be affected forever from it. I already know that, but if I can quit before I'm 40, that is the goal. And, you know, I've half-assed tried to quit here a few times. I actually quit here for 6 months, 5 months, when me and Winnie first got together, because there was a steady supply of Juul mango pods, and I rarely smoked. I maybe had a couple packs in between a 5-month period, 4-month period. So it does work. It's just a matter of getting the proper one, and it's excellent for getting people off of cigarettes. So I'm a huge anti-ban vaping here. Figure out your restrictions. I don't understand how Juul got banned. Just make it the same sale as tobacco. You got to be 18. 18, card people. You're not 18, you can't get it. I don't even know how Juul ever got dragged into that. Like, how else was the kid getting it? Through a magic portal? Like, you had to be 18 to buy a Juul. They just attacked. And, you know, they're probably gonna try to do the same thing here, but I think you'll see a lot of kickback because a lot of people don't smoke, especially younger kids that would smoke are smoking vapes. And like I said, it's cleaner, it's better. We don't know exactly what it does, but I tell you what, my body feels 100 times better when I'm vaping to when I'm smoking. I'm not coughing, my back doesn't hurt, I'm not hawking up loogies. You know, all that stuff goes right away, so can't be that bad in my opinion. I definitely think cigarettes are absolutely terrible. And when I'm not smoking, I hate them. If someone's smoking around me, it's terrible. Super annoying. So it takes me about a month to get off of smoking. Like, it takes about a month before I'm really, you know, not craving it. And I quit smoking 3 or 4 times in life for large blocks of time. 2 to 5 years, multiple times. I've probably in total been smoking 10 years of my life, off and on. I've definitely smoked the hardest here and the most here. So like I said, the Juul was a rescue. I would love it if they do not ban it, and I think it's a tremendous idea. Look at all these speaker kits set up, dude. Nobody wants to hear your speaker. There's no one here that's like, can I hear your speaker? Everything's going on down here. I haven't seen any real good thumbnails yet. I was kind of shocked. Well, hopefully we get a thumbnail. I could use a couple of them, but I want something better. I'll be right back. Can't escape it. So they held a whole meeting for the vaping thing with the health committee. So they are pretty serious about it. I'm slightly worried. Hopefully they don't go through with it. I think it's a terrible idea. I think all you'll see is kids transitioning into the black market, and then it'll get driven by a few more people, and they'll make all the profits. It definitely will not go away here in any fashion. It will be just the same with people that are shady making all the money instead of some guy that's trying to work hard in his vape shop and sell stuff. So that's my hopes. I hope they don't go through with it. We'll see. I'll keep you updated on it. I don't think you can vape in Thailand either, right? Wacky laws. For the kids. Let's save the kids. I'm not going to save the kids at all. Like I said, in Singapore, it's not working at all. I saw people vaping everywhere. I was actually pissed I didn't bring my vape, because I do actually vape a lot. I will vape pretty much at home and off live streams. I try to smoke very little nowadays. Really, when I drink is when I like to smoke a cigarette. But if I have a good vape, I'm Gucci. A lot of dudes out tonight. I'm gonna get through all these. This is not ideal. I'm all for skateboarding, but yesterday I watched a lady got chucked in the ankle with one of these. She had her kid on a stroller. I saw two of the skate dudes wreck as well into each other pretty hard. I don't know. It's fine when nobody's here, but when there's a bunch of people walking by, it can be a little annoying for people. I love how they had the street closed earlier, right? And I was like, oh, that makes sense. The food festival's going on. And then I got, oh, the police are coming. The police are coming. Move your motorbike. Here come the police. Where are they at? I don't even see them. There ain't no police anywhere. Where? I've been phantom running a lot lately. I don't see any police anywhere. Entertaining. So that's a food festival down there. I was pretty harsh on the food festival, but I stand by my rating of it. It was a 5. You know, there was not many food stalls for what you would call a food festival, and none of the food from the other countries was really for the other countries. Like, what was I supposed to say? Am I supposed to lie to protect Vietnam's honor? That is not going to happen. And I think making the cigarettes more expensive is a possible good idea, so I think that's the video. Try to get some last minute thumbnails. I don't see any girls over here taking pictures either. Hold on. I think we got something usable. You're not always going to get magic every time you're out. It's one thing you learn when you're a vlogger. Why is this closed off? What is going on here? What's happening? These are the police. So this is the police they were worried about. They're pretty far off. I guess scram early makes it easier. So the bikes today are an issue on closing. It's the last thing we'll talk about. These bikes have been an issue. What are they doing? I'm trying to figure out what's going on. They closed the road. Oh, they're closing the road, finally. So what time is it? 8:39, they decided to close the road. Odd. I don't know what all that's about, but good idea. Close them roads. It makes for hectic. They should be closing the road down here. This is my closing outlog. They should be closing these roads, closing the road here every day at 8 p.m. without question. Every single day, 8 p.m., close this thing down and make it the pedestrian walking street it is. And absolutely do not put in a roundabout around this fountain. Terrible idea. Just leave it as it is, you know? I don't know why they're still letting through, to clear out all the end traffic. Probably. To clear out whatever's on the end, and then they capped off the other side already. So whatever these last bits walking through are. I'm gonna walk this way. Thumbnail. We got it at the very last moment today. In the nick of time, the thumbnail came in for the win. I'll have to color grade it, but that'll work. Yeah, that's the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about it. We already all know smoking sucks, it's bad, and I'm gonna try to quit. So we don't need to discuss that too much, but let me know in the comments if you agree that they should ban vaping or leave it on ban and maybe just try to regulate it better if they're worried about kids getting them. Because I'm pretty sure kids can get cigarettes even easier since they're like in every square inch of every block there's an old lady or a lady selling cigarettes. So thank you guys for watching. You guys are awesome. Like I said, next week we're going to be back to doing walking vlogs and different kinds of content. It's not just going to be information. My leg's healed up considerably now, so I'll be able to go out and do stuff. So we're going to go do different things. And, you know, we're moving apartments next week. We're out of Golden River into a whole new apartment in a whole different area. So I'm pretty excited about that too. All right, stay frosty. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Peace out.